Okay. Me too. President studio. All right. Beautiful beginnings. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Good morning, sir. There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Certainly, I'm all ears. We're both busy, so I'll get straight to the point. China is once again trying to pressure and intimidate Taiwan. They're constructing a number of nuclear silos in Fujian province and deliberately doing nothing to hide it. Oh, man. Whew. All right. No cursing, no cursing. We should care. And we should care because, Mr. President, we put a lot of effort into our relationship with Taiwan. We're actually one of a few countries that has sent official delegations there and somewhat recognized their autonomy. All to expand our sphere of influence, of course. I see. So what's going to happen? My best guess is that the Chinese are just posturing and trying to test the waters. I've been in contact with Taiwanese military intelligence agencies, and they share my intuition. We've even come up with a way to take China down a peg. Okay, interesting. How? We're going to shoot Taiwan with 5 of our intercontinental missiles. What? Huh? Don't worry, sir. They're going to be notified beforehand so that their anti-missile defense system perfectly intercepts all threats, sending a clear message to China that Taiwan is not an easy target. What if their anti-missile systems fail? Impossible, sir. How can you be so sure? I was the one to sell it to them several years ago. Oh, I see. I take it that you approve of this plan, sir. Are we getting anything in return for expending our military resources? Well, for starters, we get to maintain a close ally right under China's nose. I guess if we get too wanted to display strength, we could get them to return the favor and nuke us back. Sort of like joint military exercises. Though, I don't think that American pacifists would like that very much. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Anyway, that's all I have to say in this regard. I'll leave you a short summary on the tactical map, so head there once you're ready to make a decision. Thank you. Map events. The world keeps changing, and you have to keep up. Click the Jump to Event button on the highlighted tag to visit the place that needs your attention. Read the description, assess the situation, and choose one of 3 reactions. Not doing anything is also an option. You can change your mind and intervene till the end of the day, though. Each choice will impact the story as well as the statistics. Taiwan's request. Faced with nuclear threats from China, Taiwan needs to display their defensive capabilities, and they need US's help to do so. Launch missiles and sell them some nukes so that they can retaliate. Do not intervene. You can change your mind before ending day. Why is it minus 50 military? I don't want to do that. I don't know. Aftermath. Nuclear deals result in a fireworks show of a lifetime. All decisions have consequences. Oldest turtle on planet starts swearing. The oldest turtle on our planet, Josh, 202, was lived on island of St. Helena in South Atlantic since 1874. Never commented on anything that happened around him. But last Friday that changed. While eating a carrot and being photographed and reported by an unusual flock of bloggers and influencers from around the globe, Josh tilted his head a bit, dropped his carrot, and then quite clearly said the word shit. By the way, it was the first word ever pronounced by anyone of his species. Sadly, soon after that, Josh died, probably not even knowing that he left us forever wondering what he would say next. Mr. President, I'm extremely sorry to write about this during your campaign for the second term, but, well, I'm not getting any younger nor healthier. I'm afraid I will no longer be able to cut your hair, sir. I know that you'll be deeply disappointed since you've decided to run for the office soon after getting your first haircut in my salon. But I really see no other option at this point. The reason is, I'm going blind. It started many years ago, but lately I can no longer see my hands. And that's why your haircuts were getting progressively worse. I'm really, really sorry. Hope you'll find someone better soon. Your humble hairdresser, Ronald. Ronald, I'm so sorry. Why didn't you tell me about any of this, Ronald? I still remember when you cut my hair for the first time. That's when I decided to run for the office. You were, and still are, an inspiration. I hope this is not the end for us. I need you, and I need your scissors. Get well soon. Your most faithful client. Thank you very much, Mr. President. You're one of my best friends. I hope you need that. Your humble hairdresser, Ronald. Oh, man. Society. These projects. I'm not going to forget. I really want to get these projects. It's the least I can do. Let's just keep laying these projects out. Have the system track all goods, every dollar in each immigrant. No effects. Navigate the intertwined web of trade relations and outline potential opportunities for U.S. economy. Well, I think my secret uh, getting this stuff done is just prayer. I just pray that God helps me have the compassion, the mercy, and the wisdom to do the right thing. I know a lot of people depend on the president, and I have to depend on Jesus. And that's really my secret. So I'm actually very happy. It looks like we are going to start improving a little bit of my tactical statistics here. So I'm looking forward to that. World map. Okay. So we went ahead, took care of that. Ah, okay. That's the world map. All right. John Adams. To be good and to do good is all we have to do. All right. What's this? Good morning, Mr. President. It's been 2 weeks of the new year already, and how are you doing? So far, so good. I have a feeling this is going to be a wonderful year. So I have a lot of work to do, and I'm still a bit confused. Terribly. I hate winter. So far, so good. I have a feeling this is going to be a wonderful year. It surely will. So have you made any New Year's resolutions, sir? I've just been thinking about it. The New Year's resolutions are a must. Keeping them, though, is a completely different story. But it's crucial to have some goals. I agree. I would love to have a clear goal. Yes. So what would be your idea for the resolution, Mr. President? I think I should become stronger and more persistent because then I would never bend under pressure. Honestly, I have never been an open person. I could try to be more social. A good politician should know all etiquette rules, so I may try to improve my diplomacy skills. I want to do the right thing. I want to be persistent because I know doing work, that's what the American people hired me for. Let's do the top one. That's a tough one, but definitely rewardful. Don't beat yourself up, sir. If you do not succeed immediately, keeping such a resolution is difficult, and you have the whole year to fulfill your objectives. Now, all I can say is good luck. I don't need luck. I need consistency. I will do my best. Okay, enough of small talk. I don't want to keep you busy, sir. See you soon. All right. Goodbye. Quests. Last man standing. The stronger the president is, the better for the whole nation. Gain self-confidence and deal with people who intimidate you. If you complete the quest, 150. If you fail the quest, minus 50. So I gotta gain 600 military. I have to gain 600 military. Wait a minute, that's not bad at all. You saw that, right? So there's a way. There's a way. There's a way to do this. I can get diplomacy. I can get diplomacy. Politics. The strength of your party's influence and support for your actions within its structures. Right now, I'm hemorrhaging 7. Military exercise controversies. While most eyes are drawn to the missiles passing above the Earth's surface, some remain more interested by what's happening underneath. Extravagant U.S.'s military spending is nothing new. However, seeing another country being dragged into it is unusual, to say the least, especially Taiwan, which isn't particularly known for its nuclear arsenal. By the way, giving rise to speculations about some deeper military entanglement between this small island and the United States. On top of that, many Americans felt betrayed after learning that they've been unknowingly dragged into such a reckless scheme. What if our defenses failed, or a human error caused a fatal miscalculation? Thank God we'll never know. So I got my projects. So we're laying the foundation. All right. Military, I'm gaining plus 20 for the turn. Mail. Anyone's got mail for me? I just want to be as thorough as possible. Trying to be a very empathetic and considerate leader. I want to do my job here. To be good and to do good is all we have to do. All right, I'm ready to call it. Let's go. Do what do you want to build a snowman? Okay. A snowstorm. The whole country has been covered with a white blanket, and people cannot leave their homes. Minus 15 all stats. Oh. Oh, man. Oh. I truly, I don't want to take God's name in vain. So, I just want that to be known, putting that out there. Whenever someone says, oh God, and taking God's name in vain, that kind of just isn't my thing. I don't like doing that. I want to have deference and venerate Jesus Christ. So, all right. I thought I won't make it here. I just received the report that's awful. Just awful. It is a complete disaster. Snow is literally everywhere. This must be a winter of the century. They said winter is coming, and I did not believe them. What a fool I was. Sir, I think that was a meme, not an actual prediction. Alright. We have to think of a solution, since now we don't have enough resources to take an appropriate action. Yet, we do not want Americans to turn into polar bears. So what I propose is that we should invest in some development strategies to protect ourselves against this disaster, as well as those that are yet to come. Until that, we are going to clean up street after street. We have to make sure that our citizens are safe. I will put some money into development. Great. Just a reminder, we are not able to fund all the development strategies, so you'll have to make some choices. I'm good at making decisions. I have faith, and will hopefully choose the right thing. Wonderful. Still, people are nervous. Could you please address them so that they know that we did not freeze up and that everything is going to be just fine? My fingers are benumbed with cold, and I'll probably make typos, but I'll try my best. What is your screech going to be? Freezing, icy, more industry, polar. Polar? Polar. I just really love polar bears, you know? Oh, man. Oh, that's fucked. Here's my thing. I could joke. I would be okay with making joke, okay? Because you know what? Fine, words. That's funny. But I'm really gung-ho about making those investments to make sure that everyone's safe. So I could be totally funny, talk about polar bears, but I don't want this quote or this screech to also be tied into not investing, because I do want to ensure that people have safe access to the amenities that they need for survival. It's important. It's why I'm hired. People look to me and they voted for me to make the right decision, to have compassion and extend mercy. So let's screech. No polar bears in the refrigerator. I'm doing fine. Who needed their fingers anyway? Alexa, stop typing now. Can someone pull me out of the polar bear's jaws? I just wanted to take a look. Thanks. Learn the warning signs of gambling addiction and how to get the help you need. I am your president. Screeches, comments, followers. 10 million followers. Wow. Alright. Okay. New message. Okay. Thomas Jefferson. Never trouble another for what you can do yourself. Miss Allison. Good morning, Mr. President. How are we feeling today? We? You mean you and me? As the great William Shakespeare once said, who the hell are you? What? We? You mean you and me? Who the hell are you? Oh man. We're all one, I assume, at least on some plane of existence, don't you think? What? We're all God's children. I agree. Are you high? Who let you in my office? What is this? Who are you? You say the Democrats and the Republicans are the same entity. So it must be the most serious case of a split personality disorder ever. Are you high? Are you high? Oh, sir, don't be so defensive. I'm not high, and I'm here because your director of communication is my close friend, and he's worried about me. Everyone calls me Miss Allison, by the way, so you can call me that as well. I am most of all a human being, but also a self-improvement coach, a humble scholar of our existence. I'm here to help you. I don't need help. And you look and sound like a total fraud. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. Why does he think I need help? He told me that you've been under a lot of stress lately, mostly because of the elections. Well, he has never been more wrong, I can tell you. And you're clearly a total fraud. Look, he's right. There's been more pressure than ever. That kind of pressure can crush a man. But I'm gonna help you. First, answer me this. Don't you feel stuck sometimes? Don't you want to stand up and leave? I want that. But I can't leave. I can't even move 1 inch. Like I'm a prisoner of my seat. I want that, but I can't leave. No, you're mistaken. I'm perfectly fine where I'm at. Now leave and stop wasting my time. We all feel like that sometimes. To solve this problem, one must find the root of his problems. Oh man. Oh man. I think it's my mother. Yeah, well, my wife is no longer mine. I'm the root of my problems for sure. I think it's my mother. What did your mother do to you? She died, but before that, she couldn't accept who I really am. So who are you really? What is that truth about you as a person, as a conscious being? I'm the president of this country. I know how to run things, so I don't have time for analyzing my emotions or feeling sorry for anyone else. You can't climb on top, not breaking any necks. How does talking about it make you feel? Amazing, actually. Wow, I think I'm cured. I'm now totally fine with being a cold, ruthless, control freak that I always was. I feel liberated. Thanks. You can go now. Someone will pay you, I'm sure. Oh. This is really tough. This is really tough, guys. This is really tough. You know? I don't want to be cold. I just want to be persistent. Now, you've regained a near total control of your body. Pressing left control lets you move your head and look around. while pressing it again centers your view on what really matters. Did the clock freeze as well? Wow, look at that snow. Oh man. Never trouble another for what you can do yourself. I've just started The Prince by Machiavelli. Alright. Mailbox. Jax at Randmail. Mr. President, shame on me. I have to ask, is your heart as cold as the weather outside? Because here in Aberdeen, Washington, there was not a single warning about the blizzard. You and your government did literally nothing to save us. This morning I woke up to find my wife and my 5-year-old daughter frozen in our backyard. I simply collapsed, seeing them covered in snow, empty-eyed and dead. Now I just sit here on the porch, waiting for the ambulance, not knowing if it even reaches this part of town anymore. And I blame you. You were supposed to be the good father of our nation. You were supposed to love us all. First of all, I'm so sorry for your loss. We were all surprised when the winter hit, but still hope there will be no casualties. I'm sorry I failed you and your family. I promise I will do anything in my power to help you now. Sort of good news, Mr. President. My wife and kid are fine. I just totally forgot that she divorced me and took my girl away last year because I allegedly can't hold my liquor. What a load of bullshit. She's crazy and I can prove that in court. Anyway, it looks like you don't have to worry about that anymore. These frozen figures outside turned out to be two snowmen some neighbor kid built. But you've said something about helping me. I just wondered if you had any change, you know? It's cold outside and drinking keeps me warm. Development strategies. Here you can see your development strategies. They might require some time to research, but the payoff makes them the quickest way to boost your statistics. See what's compatible with your goods and plan ahead. Some development strategies will unlock certain projects, while others will safeguard you against natural and unnatural disasters. Here you can see your development strategies. It requires some time, but the payoff makes them the quickest way. Oh, man. Okay. Weather Crisis Center. Use the miracles of modern technology to quickly diffuse any weather crisis. Okay. Alright, so I have a development strategy. World News. Blizzard of the Century. If you are looking through your window and see nothing but white void, don't panic, you're not alone. The United States is under siege. Snow has taken Americans hostage and imprisoned them in their own homes. The current snowstorm is believed to be the worst one in more than 50 years. Many scientists blame climate changes for this anomaly. I haven't seen anything like that for a really long time, says the chief of the National Weather Service, Mark Furrow. whom we were able to contact via telephone. We'd warned citizens about the upcoming snowstorm, but the scale of the disaster overwhelmed us all. The president has screeched to boost morale, yet people keep asking, what shall we do until the problem is solved? We suggest you spend high quality time with your family and close ones. I Personality traits headmaster, now get your head in the game. Uh should American businessmen dream of electric sheep? As of late, many White House insiders have been speculating about the subtle change in US's trade policy. Today, we finally received the confirmation of the origin of this extensive reform plan. It appears that the US officials have been working together with an AI operated quantum supercomputer, a mouthful pulled right out of a sci fi book. The goal of this unorthodox teamwork, a long lasting economic transformation and development plan for American economy. So far, the results have been quite promising. Perhaps a cyberpunk dystopia is not the only available way forward. Guys, I'm just trying my best. I'm just trying my best. Okay. I need to continue my plans here. To unlock research development strategy, foreign interests. Locked. Locked. When activated. You will... Oh, no. Go back. Okay. Climate. Global economy. Strategy, foreign special interests, start incorporating foreign economies in the simulation. Master the numbers game. Foreign economies. So we have to work together, cooperate. I want to do something with my action points. So we better do something. I'm not wasting an entire turn with no action points being used. All right. How do I... Continue. What? I accidentally exited? Okay. Ooh, okay. News. Okay, so we've caught up with the news. We have a weather crisis, development strategy, traits, quest log, last man standing. I have 12 turns to do this. I'm trying to gain 600 military. How do I do it? How do I do it? I'm losing 4 every turn. Is there anything I can do out here? There's nothing. I just want to make sure I do everything I possibly can, guys. Projects. Look at that. All I can do is this. Commerce. All I can do. Alright. Man. That's a shame. I want to use my action points. I just don't know what to do with them. Alright. At the end of the day, there's nothing I can do with these action points. Alright. End the day. Vanity Fair. Development strategies. Afghanistan crisis. This eerily reminds me of Jimmy Carter. New developments in Afghanistan require your urgent attention. A new radically anti-American group is emerging in the Middle East. Their guerrillas are targeting our local oil reserves. Concentrate units in the endangered areas. So my thing is this: asymmetric warfare. If I were to send large reinforcements, okay, and this is a new group, it's going to be an asymmetric warfare. I think I will have invested too much. So what I'd like to do is just right here in the middle, concentrate units in the endangered areas so that we're not doing a full-fledged engagement and basically overkill, because I do want to shore up support. I don't want to just do bad, and like I said, if I can avoid bloodshed, I would. This should keep them from messing with our oil. All decisions have consequences. Times change and we change with them. Hello, Mr. President. Have you checked the calendar recently? Why do you ask? The Super Bowl is coming. And why are you so excited? Well, I have to tell you, sir, that I am a great football fan. But anyway, we have to think of our PR strategy. What do you propose? My suggestion is that you should learn more about the championship, since it will stand well with your voters. It is also the opportunity to show your best side before the election by airing the spot during Super Bowl. Wouldn't it be like super expensive? Tell me more. These ads are the most expensive and yet the most watched ones. America will love it. Also, there is this other thing. You could just leave it be and let the director create the ad, or you could star in it yourself. You know what? I'll do it. I've always wanted to try acting. To be honest, I did not expect that you would agree, Mr. President. Nevertheless, I'm really happy about it. Now, may I suggest that you screech about Super Bowl so that people can get excited? I will screech about it. Thank you. Hines. Hats off to all our great football players who show that American football is the best sport in the world. Just doing my best, guys. Just doing my best. I really want to make sure I work on this cold front issue. Now, I didn't choose climate change as my pressing issue. I wanted to work on making sure that stability and prosperity were granted here at home. It's a tough balance. Development strategies. +10 to all stats. Use the miracles. Okay. Foreign influence budget. Business bailout fund. Aggressively spread your authority far and wide. +75 diplomacy. -50 politics. We're going to go with foreign influence because with foreign influence, we're going to be able to continue with our project of commerce. So I have to do this one. This one is the exact thing I need. It's just a step-by-step. So basically with my projects, having foreign influence will allow us to go into global economic scenarios. So I'm going to go with the foreign one. I think that's going to help us attain more self-sufficiency here at home. So that's that. Good news. Perfume Messiah documentary to hit digital Panaceum. Oh. Perfume Messiah documentary to hit film flicks. Perfume Messiah has long been hailed by his fans the savior of music, and soon many more will surely join their ranks. Later this year, Film Flicks will stream a documentary about famous and controversial musician called Plenty of Room at the Bottom. Was he really seduced by his kindergarten teacher? What did his dad say when he told him he's pansexual at the age of 14? How many cars does he have? Soon, we will find out. The streaming giant allegedly paid more than $5 million to make this documentary happen. Werner Herzog will direct and narrate it. Okay. Projects. I would like to continue here, but and then development strategies, we're going here. All right. All right. I still don't like this. We're hemorrhaging military. William Henry Harrison. Times change and we change with them. A fusillade of questions. All right. Millard Fillmore. An honorable defeat is better than a dishonorable victory. Good morning, Mr. President. There is something waiting for you behind the door right now. Who is it? This is a journalist from USA Tomorrow magazine, sir, and she wants to interview you. Since this is one of the most popular newspapers in the whole country, I suggest that you talk to her. What does she want to talk about? She wants to know about your attitude towards Super Bowl. All right, let her in then. All right, Mr. President, I will leave now. Wait. There is something more. Yes? I remember you mentioning that you are a great football fan. Could you provide me with some knowledge so I don't embarrass myself? I'm not quite sure what you want me to tell you, sir. Super Bowl is a championship game of the National Football League. The last winners were the Panthers. Okay, thank you for the update. Please let the journalist in. All right. Hello, Mr. President. I'm honored to meet you. My name is Sarah Word, and I have some questions regarding the upcoming Super Bowl Sunday. May we start? Yes. Okay, so first of all, I want to ask you about your opinion on the American sport in general. This one. The best part. I see. And what do you think of the American football in particular? I really like it. Thank you for the answer. The last thing, which team do you think is the best? I support the hyenas. The parrots. Oh well, I don't think they are playing this year, but thank you for the answer. That will be all. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh man, the parrots. Congratulations, you are the 100,000th visitor. You have just won a free ePhone X8. Claim your prize now. Landing was real, but the moon was fake. What? The new conspiracy theory, which is trending online lately, claims that landing on the moon was very real, but the moon itself was clearly fake. Earth is flat and made of dirt, but the moon is round and made of cheese, says Professor Alfred Cheddar Jr., who is the father of this new and shocking theory. Professor, who by the way specializes in ancient artifacts and doesn't have a degree in neither cosmology nor space travel, claims he has made one of his most profound discoveries by looking at his pizza. That cheese. It looked exactly like the surface of the moon, with all the craters and volcanoes filled with ketchup. He spent many months stomping on all kinds of cheese and finally got to an astounding conclusion. It's impossible to land a shoe or a space shuttle on a cheesy surface. Therefore, the only probability left is that the famous landing took place on a fake moon, not the real, made of cheese one. The famous rapper Pink Swear already commented on the matter using her screecher. IDK sounds legit, but so did my ex, so whatever, hoes. Many other celebrities on social media have joined the group called Use the Moon to Feed the Poor. As for me, I'm simply lost for words. Okay, well, the American people, they voted me in to protect them. They think I could do it, and I will do it. Mailbox. Tarnishing your face. Mr. President, I just wanted to follow up on our previous conversation. I looked into it, and the items bearing your image are being produced by a small company from Vietnam. They specialize in various gadgets and humorous gift items, and sending us a package with these products was their attempt at creative marketing. Quite successful, I might add. Since our cleaning staff thought it'd be a good idea to distribute these items all over the White House. And while I agree that drinking from a presidential plastic cup is quite amusing, I think that imprinting your face on a roll of toilet paper was going a step too far. I've made sure to remove all the items. However, I was unable to determine the exact person responsible for putting these rolls in White House's toilets. Sincerely, Body Man. If these people trust my face to be on their toilet paper, they trust that to clean. Because I don't know if I trust Vietnamese toilet paper, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Oh, man. Look, I have way too many important things than to worry about my face being in people's buttholes. That's not my issue. I don't care. All right. Okay, so after foreign budget influence, I wonder if I can open my project now. Before I do another development strategy, let me see if I can open my projects. Let me see. Oh man, start incorporating foreign economies into the simulation. How do I do that? Minus 50. I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, so alright, a development strategy. Plus 200 economy, no, I don't want to do that. Military footholds, plus 75 military, minus 50 politics. I do want to do this one. I do want this one. I think this is a worthwhile one. But here, social safety net. Plus 75 society, minus 50 industry. Business bailout. I don't want to hurt society. Um, all right, this one. Let's go with that one for now. It would help because I do want to. I want to reach my goal here. Last man standing. I want to get 600 military, so 75 boosts would help a lot. All right. I looked at the news, projects, research. I don't have any action points that I can use anymore. Um, Miller Fillmore. An honorable defeat is better than a dishonorable victory. End day. Planning a day off. Finally. Abraham Lincoln. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. Good morning, Mr. President. I am here to tell you that today we've aired one of your two spots prepared for the Super Bowl. And it has really good reviews. I told you that it would be worth it. It will surely pay off during the elections anyway. Your approval ratings have increased. That's great. Right. So since the Super Bowl is tomorrow, you have to make a final decision, Mr. President. About what? It is really important for your image, Mr. President. Do you wish to accept the invitation and go to the Super Bowl? Or do you prefer to watch it at home with the relatives? Or with friends? I've already made up my mind. I prefer to watch the Super Bowl on TV. I will go there in person. Wait, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to work on stuff. I was gonna I dang it. All right. I wanted to work because other people can watch the game, but I gotta work. Uh I prefer to watch the Super Bowl on TV. So what will be your final decision, Mr. President? It's your call. Fine. All right. I can't do any projects. Emails. Dear Mr. President, next week you are scheduled to give a speech for your university's 200th anniversary. However, I've just received a list of this year's guests, and your appearance is going to be followed by Miko Valgaropoulos, an infamous comedian and professional provocateur. Perhaps it's not my place to judge, but could you reconsider participating in this event? Given the proximity of next elections, he's an unpredictable and unreasonable man, and I'm worried that he's going to follow your speech with some controversial comments, potentially tarnishing your image. Now remember what Lincoln said. I do not like this man. I must get to know him better. So that's what I'm going to use here. I'm going to disagree. I think you're worrying too much. This isn't a political event, so it doesn't really matter who I'm seen with. And besides, what kind of president would be afraid of some third-rate comedian? Okay. Interview update. Dear Mr. President, I just wanted to once again thank you for the conversation. The interview will be published soon after the Super Bowl. I'm afraid that some of your answers may look a bit odd, but please don't blame me, sir. I am only doing my job. The Pumas win the Super Bowl. But is this still um, the American football? Last Sunday was one of a kind. Since it was a day of the Super Bowl championship, everything went as planned except for the appearance of an amazing guest, the Prime Minister of Canada himself. Sitting in the stands, he applauded all teams and went along with the crowd's enthusiasm. When the Pumas were celebrating their victory, the Prime Minister came down and congratulated them in person. It's a shame that our own president couldn't come. Will he have enough supporters to win the election after such a spectacular failure? Want to know more about it? Read USA Tomorrow with this article of Sarah Word on the Super Bowl and Mr. President. Oh no! Oh man. Losing big time everywhere. But I just have to do my best, guys. And that's all I'm gonna try to do, is just do my best. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. Man, I'm still trying to get this going. At least society's good. Diplomacy. Alright. Check the world map. Alright. End day. Cliffhangers make us wait for... Development strategies. New strategy unlocks. An economic crisis. The stock market's plummeted. Economy is not stable and purchasing power of the dollar is decreasing. Oh no. Benjamin Harrison. Great lives never go out, they go on. Hello, Mr. President. Time flies, don't you think? Yeah, winter ended kind of abruptly. Yes, winter has ended. No more snow, no more problems. Or probably just not this kind of problems. Because we have many other issues to discuss. First of all, there is a convention. What about it? We have to make sure that you will become the party's candidate for the presidency. Well, isn't that obvious? I'm the president, so this should be easy. Well, I would not be so cocky, sir. There are a lot of factors, some of which I've already mentioned at the beginning of the year. We have to keep track of the ratings, otherwise it may be not so pleasant surprise. I see. How can we boost them? As I said, it's not some kind of a game, Mr. President. There are no precise numbers. So you just have to do your best. Try not to do anything silly. Take care of the projects, development strategies, as well as the cabinet, and everything will be just fine. I hope so. Anyway, we have to prepare for the convention. How would you like to be presented when the time comes? As a statesman, America needs someone strong as its ruler. All right, that sounds reasonable. I will organize a press conference, and you will present your statements. This should have a good influence on our ratings and put you in a good light, sir. Yes, I want to talk to journalists. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. It is an examination. What? I don't want to take any exams. Examination, like medical exam? I'm afraid of needles. Exactly, Mr. President. You know, blood pressure, immunity, general condition. What? I am healthy as a horse. Is this necessary? This kind of information should be public for a presidential candidate. And, what's even more important, is required by the party. Because we wouldn't like to push forward someone who is not well, would we? Alright, I will start doing more exercise from now on to do well. That's wonderful. I will find a doctor as soon as you become a presidential candidate. But for now, let's prepare for the press conference coming. Press conference. Click on a jumping highlighted journalist to get a question. Not answering in time means you've ignored this question. You can answer only one question at a time. There are 3 ways to answer a question. To get extra bonuses, answer as many questions as you can. Ignoring them will not count. Bonuses are mainly positive stats. So I gotta just rapid fire, guys. All right. Wait. I don't want to do it yet. I want to work on my projects. All right. Who's got a question? Okay. You. Uh. Go vote. Here. Tiring. What kind of question is that? Okay. AI nanotechnology. Here we go. It's probably just some stuff. Here. Definitely. Okay, here we go. Failure is not an option. Here. Successful. Here. The older I get, the better I am. Here we go. No, I'm sure I will win. Press conference ended. Your result awesome. Right on. All right. Emails. Just tell me, bro, you good? Positive. Yeah, I'm good. Who are you and why do you even ask? Don't know. Friends call me Mo. Take care, bro. All right. Social safety net, man. Foreign budget, military. All right, so okay, I want to get the last man standing bonus. So this would be a big deal here. So I'm thinking, okay, 75 to industry minus 50 to society. This is plus 75 to society minus 50 industry. I'm going to go with this one because I want to do this. And then I'm going to go straight to social safety net. All right. Let's do it. So Benjamin Harrison, great lives never go out. They go on. I don't think I have project availability yet. Dang. Oh, it's tough. Actually, you know what? Give me a second. Development strategy. I have a lot of industry. Yeah, I want to get the last man standing bonus. And then at last man standing, social safety net. That's important. Self-help group turns out to be self-harm cult. In a shocking turn of events, a world-famous Hollywood-based self-help group called Doors of Happiness was suddenly exposed as a self-harm cult by dozens of disappointed and disturbed former members. At first, I felt understood and loved there, says Vanessa Wallace, an actress who was a cult member for almost 2 years. But after some time, our leader, Michael, started convincing us that love won't exist for long without fear, and that pain and pleasure are basically the same thing. He was watching the Hellraiser series on repeat back then, collecting all sorts of knives and razors. Now, Doors of Happiness guru Michael Hill is facing criminal charges as the cult members are struggling with PTSD and depression while trying to return to a normal life. Oh man, whoa. I'm losing a lot in politics. The Judgment Day. Whoa. Kenya crisis. New developments in Kenya require your urgent attention, sir. Okay. There's been a drastic shift of power in Kenya, and their new president refuses to acknowledge the preferential trade agreements his predecessor signed with the U.S. Oh, man. Nullify the agreement, encourage U.S. companies to pull out of Kenya. Negotiate a new trade deal, and sign independence. Ah, man. That guy is hurting his own country if he's gonna negotiate a new trade deal. I'm not gonna negotiate a new trade deal. No way. I'm gonna nullify the agreement. If they won't respect the deal, why should you? Yeah, basically. You know, a deal was already brokered. These deals, I mean, you can't just renege on a deal that's already been made. It's just not a good way of doing business. You can't trust someone who changes their mind about a deal, you know? You just can't. You can't go back on your word. Doing that is going to make everyone lose confidence in your ability, you know? So I'm really sorry for the Kenyan people. I hope they work through that issue there. Okay. Where's my quote? And here we are. Presidential nominee convention will start in a few hours. We're almost there, but it's going to be a difficult day. Sir, are you ready? I am always ready. Well, you are the most obvious choice for the presidential candidate. So you should do just fine, proving that you did nothing morally questionable, sir. Questionable me? I did not want to offend you, sir. I was just saying that your public image combined with the projects and the development strategies are setting our course. Let's hope it is the right way. Yes, fingers crossed. Since today is going to define our political future, I sincerely hope that you are prepared enough, Mr. President. I have to ask you some questions. Sure. So how are you going to convince the party to give you the right to run for re-election? Oh, not enough diplomacy and economy. Not enough politics and society. I don't know. I'm just going to make it. I have to tell you, that it sounds exactly like you were not prepared, sir. I believe in myself. To be honest, I wasn't worried about this convention until now. If you do not convince the party, you will not be chosen, sir. Can we just chill? Alright, we are about to land. Let's fasten our seatbelts. I have a bad feeling about the convention, though. Just don't say anything, okay? I need to look at my quotes, man. What? I didn't read my quote, my daily presidential quotes. It is time for your speech. You stand in the spotlight, getting sweaty, arms are heavy, feeling strangled by the tie. The room is filled with the buzz of chattering politicians, people shuffling around in their seats, and someone chewing their sandwich. This is your moment to shine. You open your mouth. I like polar bears. I come here unprepared. Oh man, I like polar bears. I like polar bears. Suddenly, everything fades to silence. You know you can speak. You know you speak gibberish, but cannot stop. Anyway, I have something to tell you. There is nothing but void in your head. You feel dizzy. Oh excuse me, I have to go. It was no surprise that you did not become a presidential candidate. Maybe in another time, in another life, you could have made it. Start wondering, was there something more you could do? Would you still be a president then? If only you could get a second chance. You did not gain enough statistics to complete the game. And there you go, guys. That is... That's what would happen if I became president. Thanks so much, guys. I'm gonna call it there. I gotta do some stuff. But thank you so much for being here.